Got some beautiful fall colors. Not really at full swing yet. Bushes have some purples in them. River birch. Color's interesting. Got the hoop here because we resealed. The drive, I gotta move that soon. Or throw it out, I should say. I had to chop up a couple ashes. Because of the borer, this being one of them. It's another ash, we're treating it. It looks like it's going to survive. This one also. Around the easement. Burning bush are starting to change color. They're massive. So there's not a whole lot to get the scale off of, but they're pretty big. It's a big sugar maple here. Colorado spruces. Some of them are having a hard time. I don't know if they're going to make it. Cranberry. It's hanging in there. There used to be a bunch of them here. But a lot of my spruces are dying. Some are thriving really well. Those Norway spruces are massive. Colorados looks like they have a mite or something on it. Yeah, I planted these with Brett. This the father-in-law gave me, this juniper. And an Arbor Day in '97. And over here, this is another massive maple. And then right here, we had many years ago planted another juniper that has now just been totally encompassed by this sugar maple, which is really killing off all the pines also, because it's a harder wood. It's survival of the fittest out here, even in tree land. Got some, these I planted, they were little tiny tinies. This one died on me. Again, I've tried to plant them from small, but this little seedling didn't make it, unfortunately. Okay, as we come out of the back of the property here, we have hazelnuts, the American filbert. A pin oak. The deer and the squirrel love these things. Again, I bought these bare root. I had them in the front of the house. Soph didn't like them. In retrospect, they're so big. This is probably a nicer spot for them. They kind of blend in well, I think, with the rest of the landscape that the neighbor has here. With, I believe those are hawthorns and a linden back there. Then we have another maple that we planted bare root from when it was a seedling. Then here we have a red sunset maple, a bur oak, another linden, back of the house. The neighbor's maple's got some really good color to it. That's a ginkgo right there also. You gotta bring in all the furniture. As you can see, it's a little bit messy here. That's why I'm out here. We're gonna be straightening it out, taking out the hoses, or bringing in the hoses, I should say, unhooking them. Wrapping up with taking out the rest, pulling out the rest of the flowers. Again, our bur oak. Spireas. Bill Pepper said it best once. He goes, you're playing a lot of Spireas. He goes, they're always doing something, those Spireas, and they certainly are. They're from spring all the way through to fall. They're always doing something. Very nice plant. Came out better than what I expected. I have a few little peppers hanging here that I didn't quite get, but they are still harvestable, which is good. Got a garage full of them. Patio. Our service berry. A white oak. Another white oak. Yeah, we landscaped all this ourselves. Service berry looks good. We've got daylilies, spirea. Then we throw some annuals in here. Sophie does a nice job with all the flowers. Nice silver maple that I transplanted from the backyard on Addison Street back in '97. It was a seedling from our neighbor's big silver maple, which is still there. Mr. White, who is no longer owning that property, or lives there, I don't believe. And we have another service berry here. And this ash is actually going to be a very nice color. And along with the and again, it's being treated. This one is really doing well. And I'm hoping that the ones that did survive, now that they're out of the woods and that they're on the road to recovery, and again, this ginkgo was stunted for the longest time, and it's weird with trees how they should suddenly all take off. But this tree really did get a big growth spurt this year as far as height. It's not a very wide tree, but as we can see by the girth of it, the diameter of the tree, that it's going to start shooting outwards now shortly. I'm sure in a couple of years this will be a very, very good specimen. Very nice specimen. And again, the red twigs. A lot of very nice natural landscape between us and the neighbor. They also have red twigs here, and they're usually full of berries. I trimmed these out a couple years ago. Trimmed them again a little bit this year, but they became very, 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 very tall and thick again. I had these cut down to shoulder length, which shoulder length is shorter than this, for me anyways, but I'm a short shoulder. Alright, this is another red sunset maple. Again, we've got this one barewood from Illinois, or Lake County Department of Natural Resource. Grand Oak Tree and Shrub Sale. the exterior of our house, including the chimney. Walk the perimeter of the property. Again, it's hard to get oaks. Oaks you got, especially the white oak. You got to get it from a seedling, a very small tree, saplings, because they're very difficult to transplant. They have a big taproot. I know I transplanted one, didn't do it well, and killed it because I was ignorant. But I learned, and we got a couple of them now. So these little trees that I planted a few years ago, 17, 18 years ago, they're doing really well now. Again, the back part of our easement. Very nice, healthy trees. Again, rows of Miss Kim lilac. They're a little bit of a chore to maintain. A little bit of garage over here. Looks like it's going to be time to hang up a couple bikes. I've got some peppers in here drying. Actually, I got to bust these up, trim them up so they can dry nice. And that's the end of our exterior